Okay guys, today we're going to talk about the Glock 17 9x19 9mm semi-automatic pistol. This video is more so for the beginner, someone who's never owned a handgun or has just owned their first handgun and wants a little bit of information on the assembly or disassembly of it and safety tips. So, first thing we're going to do is make sure that our firearm is unloaded. As you can see, there's no magazine in there and the chamber is empty. So to disassemble this firearm, you're going to make sure that the trigger is depressed. One way I use to disassemble is I will put my inner part of my thumb deep up inside the back strap, wrap my fingers over the top of the slide, slightly pulling my fingers back, and push down on the release buttons. And as you can see, the slide pops right off. Next step is you're going to want to remove the spring. To do so, pull the spring down with your thumb, and it pops off. Next, you're going to want to remove the barrel. There you go. You should have 4 pieces to your firearm laying in front of you. If you're a beginner, you are not going to want to disassemble anything inside here. There's a whole bunch of different cleaning kits out there to clean your firearms with. You can use a basic toothbrush from the store, or you can purchase a cleaning kit or a special brush to do so. What you're going to want to do is put a little bit of, I like to use CLP, or if my firearm is real dirty, I will use brake cleaner or throttle body cleaner, spray my parts down and let them sit and dry. It won't take them that long to dry, plus it eats a lot of the carbon and any dirt or dust you may have got on there. It'll eat it off and run right off. So all you do to clean this firearm is take your brush. You're going to want to scrub down inside each and every little crevice that you can find. You want to do the same thing with the spring. Just scrub around the edges here. When it comes to the lower part, obviously you have a lot more stuff inside here. I do not recommend taking any of the stuff out of here unless you've been trained to do so during an armor's class and you have all the proper tools to do it. So what you're going to do is take your brush, clean all inside, every little crevice that you can get, and you're going to want to take your time doing this because there is going to be some carbon buildup and there's a lot of areas that you're not going to be able to get just this brush into. Some of the cleaning kits make smaller brushes. Some of them come with picks, or you can go on Amazon and buy a dental pick to pick off any built-up carbon or anything that the bristles aren't going to get. There's another cleaning kit called a master cleaning station, which is, it comes in this bag. Once you have completely scrubbed down your parts, I like to use a terry cloth rag to wipe off any excess. I don't really like to use a paper towel because a paper towel tears easy and leaves little like dust residue and whatnot behind. So I like to use the terry cloth rag. Once I wipe down all my parts, you can use CLP to re-lubricate all the inside of your slide and all down inside the lower. Or if you want to use something a little bit better, I like to use Lucas Extreme Gun Oil. It comes with a little tiny tip, which I just pulled off. There we go. It comes with this little tiny tip for getting down inside the grooves down in here from where your slide actually slides back and forth. You don't really have to lubricate your barrel. It doesn't hurt to put a little bit down here in your spring. If you want to put some on the barrel, you can go right ahead. Just don't squirt any down inside. There's no real reason to. You can see all the silver or shiny looking parts in here. You want to make sure you get some oil on them. There is also springs and other pieces down here. You just put a couple dabs in it. Once you have got all that done, before I forget, make a bore snake. This is pretty good to use. I like using this. It's a lot easier. It's already assembled. You can buy these at Walmart or Amazon or any of your local gun stores. They don't cost that much. This one was $16.99. So once you've ran your bore snake through your barrel, to reassemble this weapon, you're going to take your barrel like so. Lay it flat, set it in, making sure that this piece is up. Now your next piece you're going to put in is your spring and rod. There's a hole right here for the end of your spring and rod to go. There's also a little piece that sticks up for it to fit right in. Stick it down in there, grab a hold of the front, use your thumb, and compress the spring down into the first groove down in there. See how there's that little gap right in here? There's one more down below it, and that's where the bottom of that spring is going to sit. To put your slide back on, you have these front pieces right here of your slide that's going to line up with your two grooves back here. Set it on there, line them up. Now run your slide all the way back as far as you can and let it go. And now your Glock is reassembled. The next thing you want to do is get some of the oil moving around in there that you've recently used. So what you're going to do is just like you disassembled, get your grip, keep your finger off the trigger. Grab the top with your firearm pointed in a safe direction. Run the slide back a few times. Some people say to keep the trigger decompressed, which means you just pull the trigger and it decompresses the spring inside here. Some people say to do it. Some people say not to do it. It's all on you. So that is the disassembly and reassembly and a few cleaning tips on the Glock 17 9x9 9mm semi-automatic. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If there's any other videos you would like to see, or maybe tips or tricks on things for the 9mm, send me a message. If there's any other firearms, say the M4, that you would like to see a video on for the disassemble, cleaning, and reassembly, just leave me a message on here and I'll go ahead and get you another one loaded.